up, and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiance. This is Season 8, Episode 17, and the title of this episode is First Comes Love. And in this video, we're going to be talking all about Jovi and Yara. So before we get started, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, share it with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiance, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll be notified on all the uploads that I will be bringing out this week. And let's go ahead and get straight into it. So it's wedding day for Yara and Jovi, and Yara says that she is so much nervous. And when she says it that way, like so much nervous, it just cracks me up when she says it like this. Instead of saying, and I'm very nervous, or I was so nervous, she's like, I'm so much nervous. It reminds me also of how Zied talks too. So Yara says that she's really not sure if Jovi is ready to change with her and leave his old life behind to start a new life. I think we can all answer that. Absolutely not. Now, with 3 hours until they say I do, Yara in the scene is getting her makeup done while Jovi has pre-wedding jitters. Now, I don't know what time it is during this one scene with Jovi and his father, but his dad is already drinking a beer. Like father, like son. We see where Jovi got his drinking habits from. So Jovi says that it's been a very intense 2 years, and the thought crosses his mind that maybe he's making a bad decision. Now, Yara, she gets ready with the help of Jovi's mother, Gwen. And Gwen says that Jovi has always been a mama's boy, but she's giving him over to Yara, adding it's time for Jovi to move on and Yara can deal with him. And I thought that was hilarious because I'm thinking, would you say that that's the first time we heard a mother say that on 90, like a mother of someone on 90 Day Fiance, that the other person can have them now? It's like mothers on 90 Day Fiance, they normally put up a strong fight and they don't want to let their sons move on. So the fact that she said that, I thought it was funny. So Yara says that it's sad not having her family there, especially, not having her mom, but she's glad that she invited Jovi's mother, Gwen, because she makes her feel accepted. Yara says that she has cold feet because her life is about to change, and she's also hoping that Jovi will change as well. Now, my thing is, if he hasn't shown any willingness to change prior to marriage and the baby arriving, she can hang it up. She might as well hang it up. There's no magical switch that you can turn on, okay, that says, okay, I want to change. I want to be a different person. And you just flip that switch. You have to actually put in the work. You have to put in the work and make strides to change certain areas in your life that you feel need improvement. Nobody is perfect, but I always say if a person shows a willingness to grow and to want to change and evolve and work on certain areas in their life, then I can definitely work with that. But he doesn't show any of that. Not one bit. So it's now 30 minutes until Yara and Jovi tie the knot. Yara says once she sees Jovi, she's not as nervous as she was before. Now they catch a ride to the Graceland Wedding Chapel. Jovi says to Yara, are you ready to get married on their way there? And Yara shakes her head no. Yara tells the camera crew that she hopes Jovi will change like he says that he will. I don't know how many times she repeated that. We probably all could have been millionaires for as many times as she said that. I hope that he would change. I hope that he would do this. I hope he... Hang it up, Yara. Adding that she hopes that he will be nice. Now, Jovi and Yara have a generic Elvis Presley officiating their wedding. And Yara says that it's different for her and cool. And the whole time I'm thinking, like, how can I even take this whole wedding seriously? How can anybody take this wedding seriously? And most importantly, how will Jovi take this wedding seriously? But I mean, to each his own. But I feel like that type of wedding suits him. It suits them, but it more or less suits Jovi because it doesn't feel like too much. It seems more fun and playful than serious, which I feel like when you are exchanging your vows and saying I do's, that is a very intimate and serious time. It's not really anything to be joking and playing about. Saying I do's and then actually putting in the work is not all fun and games, We've seen Yara fussing since the time she got off that plane, but during and after their wedding, she was smiling and dancing with Elvis down the aisle. That was the most I probably have ever seen her smiling and happy and not fussing. Now, after the wedding, They go to celebrate with his family and friends. And Jovi, he interrupts and rushes his aunt's toast to them. He rushes it so that he gets straight down to the drinking part. And don't mess it up. And he's just ready to go ahead and chug it. I'm like, dang, because she finished what she was saying. She was, trying to let him know, the aunt, that she's very proud and all this stuff. And he's like, and don't mess this up, and just cut off her toast just so he could chug down his beer. Now, Jovi, after, they had their celebration with the family, Jovi says that they plan to stay a couple more days in Vegas because when they return, he'll have to go back to work. And, he's 1 month on, 1 month off. So he'll have to go straight back to work. So they decide to stay, and Yara seems like she's pretty much in agreement and excited to do so. One thing that I don't know, there was a couple of times when Klein's girlfriend, which is also Jovi's friend, and she's also the one that took Yara out to get pedicures. There was a couple of scenes where they were all together and I didn't see her around. I don't know what she was doing. She didn't bring the baby with her because, Klein and this young lady have a baby together. She didn't bring the baby. So I'm really wondering where she was at during all of this. She didn't really go anywhere but to hang out, I think, the first night they got in Vegas. And we seen her in the car when they drove up and stuff, but she was MIA. She wasn't really with Yara or spending time with Yara. I don't know where she was at, but she had her little one-on-one time with the camera crew, her and Klein, and she made a comment about, when things start to actually kick in, and like she's been doing research, and it's like, why are you so curious and invested about what Jovi and Yara got going on? I don't know. She seemed like, I think it's good that she did let Yara know kind of what she was getting herself into. I think that was good. But at the same token, it's kind of like, what is her motives? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what are her motives. Does she like Jovi? Does she got a crush on Jovi? Is she secretly hating? I don't know. Just comment down below your thoughts on what you thought about that. First thing was like when they went different places, she didn't like go. And my thing is like, okay, you came for the wedding, but really, why did you come? Because the different activities they were doing or places they were going, she wasn't around. I think we saw Kaz and Klein and when they were gambling, but I didn't see her around. So I don't know. Maybe she didn't really want to be on camera like that, but she didn't have no problem being on camera when she picked Yara up to take her to get a pedicure and ran down all that information on Jovi. So I am really curious to know what your thoughts were on Jovi and Yara. This was 90 Day Fiance, Season 8, Episode 17. The title of this episode is First Comes Love. What do you think? How long do you give it? Do you think that Jovi and Yara will actually make it, that this marriage is going to last? I don't see it working out. I don't see it last. I don't think he's going to change, and I don't see things getting better. Now, if they come back for Season 9, then I guess we'll just have to see what really happens or what has transpired. Has he grown since that time? But I doubt it very seriously. Because, he even had a hard time with just changing certain things that she was fussing and yelling and complaining about while she was there. So if we don't see like little signs of him changing, it was like he would appease her for a little bit and then he would go back to his old ways of doing whatever it is that he wanted to do and that made him happy after saying, I'm just going to do this to make Yara happy. But I don't know. I just don't see Jovi change, and I'm so sorry. And I think even his family feel the same thing. They're very skeptical. They're very surprised at him getting married. They just don't. They didn't see him really position himself or prepare himself for this role. So I think that if the family is questioning it, for sure, as the viewers are definitely questioning him being ready. And definitely he's not ready. He's not ready. So I'm very curious to know your thoughts in that comment section down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. Share with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiance. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified on the next time I make an upload. This was 90 Day Fiance, Season 8, Episode 17. The title of this episode is First Comes Love. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.